Man's greatest wealth is to live on a little, with contented mind. For little is never lacking. There is nothing that exists so great or marvelous that over time mankind does not admire it less and less. No matter how difficult a task may look, persistence and steady action will get you through. Watch a man in times of adversity to discover what kind of man he is. To none is life given in freehold. To all, on lease. It's easier to avoid the snares of love than to escape once you are in that net, whose cords and knots are strong. Every person tries to flee himself, yet despite ourselves, we remain attached to this self which we hate. There can be no center in infinity. Nature repairs one thing from another, and allows nothing to be born without the aid of another's death. The water hollows out the stone, not by force, but drop by drop. What once sprung from the earth, sinks back into the earth. Truths kindle light for truths. All religions are equally sublime to the ignorant, useful to the politician, and ridiculous to the philosopher. Life is one long struggle in the dark. So far as it goes, a small thing may give analogy of great things, and show the tracks of knowledge. Words pass through walls, and slip past lock and key, and numbing cold seeps to our very bones. Only religion can lead to such evil. Fear is the mother of all gods. There is not anything which returns to nothing, but all things return dissolved into their elements. If the world is the product of nothing but natural forces and natural law, divine intervention is impossible. The first beginnings of things cannot be distinguished by the eye. In the midst of the fountain of wit, there arises something bitter, which stings in the very flowers. Violence and injury enclose in their net all that do such things, and generally return upon him who began. Whenever a thing changes, and quits its proper limits, this change is at once the death of that which was before. Nothing exists but amalgams of matter and space. All things slowly weaken and fall to ruin, worn out by ages past. The wild olive delights bearded goats as much as if it gave off flavors of ambrosia dipped in nectar. The old must always make way for the new, and one thing must be built out of the ruins of another. There is no murky pit of hell awaiting anyone. Trees don't live in the sky, and clouds don't swim in the salt seas. Death is the final and complete annihilation of personal identity, the ultimate release from anxiety and pain. Thank you for watching and for supporting us.